The governor's budget proposal calls for $9 million to help expand rehabilitative programs for inmates. The issue is personal for Maggie Maloney. After serving 8 years in Arizona's prison system, she now advocates for inmates as they try to rebuild their lives once they're free. She shared more about the challenges waiting on the outside. Tell me, you were released from Arizona Department of Corrections in April. Tell me a bit about what led to that.
So I grew up in North Phoenix. I was a straight A student. I had a lot of dreams and aspirations. I ended up also having a drug addiction. And so as a result, I made some poor choices in my life, and I got involved with people and situations that eventually led me to being incarcerated. And so I've actually been incarcerated twice, and the first time I didn't get it. Like I didn't utilize the programs that were available. Programs are limited, and when you're on a much bigger yard, sometimes it's hard to get involved with them. I did start school that first time around, but when I got out, things really hadn't changed.
You acknowledge that during those 2 terms you served, there are supports and systems in place, but it's up to you as the individual to take advantage of them.
Yeah, it's absolutely up to us as individuals to take advantage of them, and they are limited. Do enough people get themselves involved? We do have that individual responsibility, and there are those 2 options. The second time around, I definitely got involved with a lot of different things surrounding substance abuse, surrounding work training programs, surrounding, different types of advocacy groups that were coming in. And definitely, having been there for 2 different sentences, things have progressed. Is there still room for improvement? Absolutely.
You have experiences from being inside the facility and now outside and doing advocacy work. What's 1 or 2 things that you think the state could do to really change things?
Transitioning is a difficult process. You don't always know who you can depend on or who you can rely on to sort of walk you through just the day-to-day life experiences, having, more options in terms of employment. What does it look like to get insurance? What does it look like to file taxes? Find a place to live. Those are my current struggles. I can still say today, I'm not 100% sure how I file my taxes or back taxes for when I was incarcerated, or, how do I go about finding a home for me and my daughter that is in a respectable neighborhood where I feel comfortable raising her. Things like that. I think that, as felons, there are a lot of limitations. We as a community, especially those of us who have been in those shoes and are now out here and being successful, need to take the time to give back to the women, the men that are coming out of those facilities, to whatever capacity to help guide them.
People will undoubtedly ask, what's the state can do its part, the community will try to come together, but where is your role in being sure that it's not a repeat situation?
Today, and being incarcerated the second time, I really took a look at my belief system. I strongly believe, even in doing interviews like this and participating in some of the different advocacy things that I do, it is my responsibility as a returning citizen to be a role model for people who are coming out of the system. I just don't have a responsibility to myself. I have a responsibility to the sort of demographic that I am part of being a felon, and to say, we can do this. It makes me sad when people give up too early, but I can have compassion because I've done that before too. It's possible. It's not easy. And really, you just have to keep putting 1 foot in front of the other and have some faith that eventually things will work out. You have to humble yourself in this situation. I'm not going to get the best paying job, what I think my skill set is worth, right out the gate. I have to work, any job. I have to take what I can get, and then I have to keep moving forward and never give up. And so my advice to anyone who's coming out is there are groups out here. There are agencies that are available and willing to help. We definitely need more. We definitely need to bring awareness to what is available, because it's not always there. Like, you don't always know where you can go and who will help. But don't give up.
All right, Maggie, thank you.
Thank you.